Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, March 3rd, 2022. We are going to start with the Forex calendar review. What is going on the Forex calendar? We got some data from Japan and from China over the night. Mostly the Chinese data were somehow usable. Market services and composite PMI data released deeply overnight during the ASIN session. As you can see, services were worse than expected, 50.2 points versus 50.9 expected, and worse than last reading out, 51.4. And I think that this kind of a data for today will be the primary data appearing on your feeds today, because the PMI services composite PMI data will be released from across the Euro zone during all day. We are going to start with Spain, then of course Italy, France, Germany, and the Eurozone itself, 10 o'clock. Mostly PMI services will be released. However, we got the other data as well for today. We got the PMI services and composite PMI data from the UK, and then of course the bond auctions from Spain and from France. Producer price index and unemployment rate is scheduled for release at 11 o'clock from the Eurozone, and we got the ECB monetary policy meeting accounts scheduled for release at 1:30. During the New York session, we have plenty of data from the US. Of course, we got the ISM services PMI, composite PMI, and final services PMI data from the US scheduled for release between quarter to 4 o'clock and 4 o'clock. So that's another addition to the services PMI bunch from across the globe. And of course we got the continuing claims, unemployment claims, and challenger job cuts from the US scheduled for release at 2:30. At the end of the day, around the level of around the 4 o'clock p.m., we got the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's speech. He usually speaks at 8 o'clock p.m., which is why I said at the end of the day. But it looks like at 4 p.m. it's roughly 2 hours and a half after the New York session started. So the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell speech might have good impact on the market volatility. So please keep an eye on this kind of a event. So what should we take a look on? I think we should start with the euro dollar because of the PMI services and composite PMI data scheduled for release today. Daily time frame chart of the euro to the dollar looks like this. We got the long-term channel from the top of 2021, 1.2254. Recently, we just made another lower low. This is a swing low. So after the false breakout out of the channel towards the technical resistance, and then the market return back to the channel, we made a new swing low. So the euro to dollar is trending down, keeps trending towards new lower levels. What do we have here? The first thing is 1.1167 is now technical resistance. 1.1153 is now technical resistance. The level of 1.1121, the key technical support, is now technical resistance. We have this kind of a pin bar here. Looks like a, well, pin bar. It's not a hammer, textbook example of a hammer, but it looks like a pin bar. Definitely, we can assume it might be kind of a hammer. However, there is no confirmation in form of the big green candle to the upside on the euro dollar yet, so we should assume that the market is going lower. Of course, the next target for the market participants will be the 1.1 level. However, this would be the technical support, which is just, like at least 2 years old. because we haven't seen these levels in euro dollar for a very long time, and of course it might be somehow very close to the lower channel line as well. Momentum remains bearish, remains down. It's weak and negative, 33 points. So it's clear and obvious. The bears are in control of this market, and they will keep pushing this market lower and lower. This is the euro to the dollar. We got some data from China and from the Japan. So let's take a look, for example, how the British pound to Japanese yen is behaving. So the British pound to Japanese yen is not following our path of ABC to the upside. So this level, this scenario is invalidated. 61% at 158.30, almost hit. So we can now delete it. Breakout from this triangle was to the downside, so that's fine. And right now we are continuing the down move out of the channel. Even if we would change our channel a little bit, where is my second point of the attach? There you go. Even if we would change our channel like this, for example, it doesn't actually works well. Okay, so this looks like a very slow channel, not that much slope in it, so it might looks like this. There you go. So there you go, perfect channel, right? But it doesn't add much value to our technical analysis, yes, unless we hit the lower or upper boundary of the channel, of course. So the market is still trading above 152.58 technical support. Nice. We have a bullish engulfing here towards 154.98. This is of course the technical resistance. The other technical resistance we need to update because there is one more here, which will be of course red. So we have now 3 technical resistances here. The other one, I guess, the other technical resistance, judging from the chart, would be somewhere around this level, 155.28. Okay, so that's the target. Let me just put it straight on. 28 is the low. So if we won't break above this level, then there is nothing to report on the British pound to Japanese yen line. So right now we're going up and down in a kind of a horizontal consolidation on this market. Please beware the downside breakout below 152.58, because as you can see, momentum is negative, momentum is weak, so we should expect somehow bearish continuation. Only violation of 152 and 28 opens the road higher, and we might see an increase in the bullish momentum. What is going on the US dollar to the Canadian dollar? After yesterday's interest rate decision, we are trending lower. Finally, we broke below this consolidation zone. The level of 1.2648 had been violated. We have a close of yesterday candle, looks almost like a Marubozu candle, 1.2627. Now we are accelerating to the downside towards 1.2609 and 1.2570. If 1.2570 is violated, we should expect another spike towards 1.2450. So please keep an eye on this situation as well. The momentum is already weak, the momentum is already negative. Bears are in control of the US dollar to the Canadian dollar. More downside is expected. What is doing gold? The gold market is going up. The gold market is apparently trading above $1,900 per ounce. As you can see, we got this very steepy trend line here, short-term trend line. Let me just change the color so we won't get any confusion here. The rally towards 1973 ended with a pin bar. Then we have a pullback, still above the key technical support 1877, another higher high, another higher high, and this is the inside bar. So today is the day when we will get to know what is going on the gold, I think, because the momentum is still positive, momentum is strong, market conditions are extremely overbought. However, if this market will trend, then of course the target is way above 1973 towards 2000, and then even above the 2000 towards $2015 per ounce of gold. So please pay attention to this market. It looks like we start another uptrend on gold. And last but not least, Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? The classical Bitcoin pattern again showed on the daily time frame chart. We have a pin bar here, almost like a doji candle. So what do we do with this information? Please notice the fact that we've been trying to break above 45,429, 45,811 twice already, rejected. Then local low we made. Of course, we have a pin bar, bullish engulfing, breakout candle, breakout continuation towards the supply zone, again rejection, and today's candle is red. So please pay attention to the today's close, because if this candle is red, we can have some kind of a pullback towards 41,933. We can still bounce and break above 45,811. However, any breakout here would mean that the downside is exposed below $40,000 per Bitcoin, and that would count as a third or even fourth rejection of the Bitcoin from the 45,000 zone. Not good for bulls at all. So please keep an eye on the current development of Bitcoin. It doesn't look that much good for bulls. However, day is not over yet. Plenty of things can change. So if the Bitcoin is back inside this channel, it's a bullish continuation signal. So please pay attention to this as well. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.